Yo, Ray Phoenix here, welcome to Let's Play Spyro Year of the Dragon Part 28. Saw this in the trailer for the game, and this is one of the major sell points of the game. This is this game's answer to Galaxy Monkey and Ape Escape. So now, Sparks is finally going to be a playable character. I was wondering when the game series would let us do this. We've known Sparks ever since the beginning of the first game of this series, but we never actually got to play as him. We just hang around and tell us how much health we have, and he would fetch gems for us. But now we're finally going to see what Sparks does during his off time. What Sparks does when Spyro, wants to rest and isn't doing anything. Sparks goes off on his own adventures. It pretty much becomes like some arcade-style shoot-'em-up game, kind of like Berserk. I'm guessing it's mostly like Berserk, since you can only shoot straight. You can't just shoot any direction and run around, like in Robotron 2084, and that's how Galaxy Monkey was like. I think this would have been better if it was like Galaxy Monkey, but Galaxy Monkey is both with the DualShock analog control sticks, and this game doesn't make any use of that, so it's just so it's a game that could be played with just the very first ever PlayStation controller. It was just simply a D-pad and the buttons, and that's all you got. It was simple, and yet it worked, and it's a controller that sparked a revolution pretty much in game controllers, and for the PlayStation system itself, and it wasn't even original controllers. It was ripped off from the SNES controller. So Zoe's just being annoying as always and just telling us stuff we already know. Yeah, Zoe, I already know this stuff. She didn't even say, like, oh, do you want to hear the tutorial? No, she just throws us right into the tutorial. And she treats us like we're dumb, like we know absolutely nothing. We're Sparks. Sparks is his own natural creature. He's probably been doing this for years. Of course he knows how his own weapons work and how his own powers work. Or maybe even the Sparks is new. Maybe someone just gave, maybe during Sparks' off screen time, maybe someone was giving Sparks combat training. Makes sense, it's pretty much all the characters in this game have some sort of advanced combat training. It's what they need if they want to take down the Sorceress. And Sparks is doing his part to take down the Sorceress. Just explaining how power-ups work now. Yeah, of course there's going to be power-ups. It's like an arcade-style shoot-'em-up game. What arcade-style shoot-'em-up game wouldn't have power-ups? They definitely could have made an arcade game out of this where you could play as Sparks and you just shoot at stuff. It's like a flame for like a left or right flame for it. Almost seems like I'm playing as Rambo sometimes. I think there was a Rambo game in the Sega Master System that was kind of like this. Yeah, we passed her tutorial. I don't even think we got singed in any of that. And Sparks changes color, of course, to indicate his health. Sparks always does that. It's one of his signature moves. I wonder how this would have worked if they put this in the Japanese version where Sparks only has one color, green. Yeah, I don't think they're really thinking about that. I don't think anyone really cared about that at this point. They sometimes give us health, which is those yellow butterflies, and the green ones give us power-ups. I'm not sure if they're all the same color, the power-ups. And of course there's gems for us to collect. Always collecting gems. It's always a quest to find all the gems, so you can continue to pay off money bags. I'm pretty sure there's going to be, even though we've cleared every level in the game, pretty sure there's still going to be some moments of this game where money bags is going to sneak up on us when we least expect it, and he's going to make us pay some more gems. He's going to try to fork as many gems as he can out of us. This is some of the most replayable parts of the entire game. I know Spyro 3 doesn't really have this great replay value compared to Spyro 2, because some of the levels in the game, once you clear them, they remain permanently altered, so it's easy to just jump to the end of the game, so you can't really replay it just the whole level just for fun, or doesn't really seem that way. Like in Spyro 2, you could pretty much replay any level in that game whenever you wanted, and there's still some fun in there, even though there's nothing to collect. But Spyro 3 doesn't really have that. It's like, once you complete the level, there isn't really any more fun you could do with replaying it. These levels are different, because it's pretty much, well, there won't be gems to collect, but there's still enemies to go against, and these parts are very much combat-oriented, which our biggest goal right now, or one of our biggest goals other than collecting gems, is to fight off all these crawdads, or whatever the enemy is. Then we have to go find their queen, and then destroy their queen too, so we could uncover the egg. Yeah, these levels are pretty fun. These are some of the better parts of the game. This whole game is awesome, so that's actually kind of saying a lot. I don't think this game has a single, sure, some parts have felt a little wonky, but for the most part, this game's pretty well polished, pretty well refined. This is one of the best things about this game. One of the things that really, makes this game shine, that it's something completely different from any of the other Spyro games. It's not completely different from any other game on the original PlayStation 2. There isn't really any other game on the original PlayStation quite like this, with this uniqueness, This kind of, it's like so many different games in one, does so many different things, and actually does a good job of it, unlike Crash Bash. There we go, I think we collected all the gems in that little section there. Oh, there we go, just ran right into the crawdads. those evil crawdad things, those crab things. They look like crabs to me. I don't know if crawdads are a form of crab or something like that, or scorpion maybe. Almost looks like scorpions. It almost looks like the kind of thing that would climb into Ernest P. Worrell's gas mask when he was out in the army, in that army movie where he joins the army and makes a complete total fool of himself for Kyrgyzstan. Yeah, I wonder if they'll send Ernest P. Worrell to any of the wars that are going on right now. Or better yet, if they got Ernest P. Worrell to be one of the characters in this game that has to go to war with the sorceress. Yeah, I'm sure Ernest would do a great job against the sorceress. Sorceress would be gone in like a matter of seconds, and then this game wouldn't really be much of a game then. Just going flying down all these crabs. Yeah, those things are definitely crabs, I'm pretty sure. We've seen those things in other levels. And we saw them in Spyro too. And now Sparks is finally dishing out what he's always wished he could do. Sparks has longed to finally take combat himself and go against the enemies of these games. And now he's taking matters into his own hands. And this is the boss now. Yeah, there's a boss. Pretty much all these Sparks levels have bosses at the end. You press and hold the L1 or R1 button, you can strafe. Zoe called it sliding, but it's more like strafing. And it allows us to pretty much play as if it were a shooter, like a horizontal shooter game, kind of like R-Type or Thunder Force or something like that. Well, it's more like Thunder Force, 'cause it's easy to dodge and maneuver against your enemies. And there's tons of power-ups, and if you get hit a bunch of times where you get killed. It's not one hit you get killed. There we go, we rescued the egg, Nora. Nora the egg has been rescued. These levels only have like one egg or so, yeah. One egg per level. One more additional egg. There's still plenty of gems. I think there's only like one little measly little gem that hasn't been found yet. And even these levels aren't immune to the whole factor of placing gems in the places you're least likely going to look. Keep making you run around the level for like 7 hours, thinking, where's that last bloody gem? And then you find it was hiding under your nose the whole time. Some places, like I'm pretty sure I ran past her several times already. It's hidden in this orange, or this yellowy orangish. It's more gold actually, it's gold section, and to the bottom left, there we go, there's that one measly little gem that was stopping me from getting this level 100% complete. But I collected that, and now the level's complete. There's also another little sweet surprise you get when you complete these Sparks levels. I'm just charging right now, because Sparks can charge too. It's a way you can get through these levels in fast amounts of time. Sound familiar, doesn't it? Adventure continues. There we go. Cleared out that level. Saved successfully. And Zoe's gonna tell us what our reward was.
Nice work, Sparks. You've beaten the Crawdad King.
Oh, the Crawdad King is dead now. We found that egg and now we got some dragon magic. Yeah, Sparks apparently can use dragon magic. Dragonflies can use dragon magic too, I guess. Because it's perfectly logical. And now he could do something more. Now he could pick up gems from further distances. It's a power that would have probably helped us a lot more if we got it earlier in the game. If only they let us get that earlier in the game. That would have been very useful. And now it's not that useful anymore because we pretty much cleaned out this entire game. Yeah, this game loves to give you new power-ups just when they become useless. Yeah, it would be more useful if we gave that to us like 20 videos ago. That would have been more useful. There's another Sparks level. Pretty much every homeworld in this game has one Sparks level. Cleared the Sunrise Spring Sparks level. In these midday gardens, there's, of course, another Sparks level. I think I remember seeing it earlier, because we always ran to these signs saying, oh, meet me back here later. Something that's from Zoe. Like, Zoe seems to think she really knows what she's doing, but really, she's not. She's secretly always been the Jar Jar Binks of these Spyro games. The punchline of all our jokes are related to Spyro. All of our Spyro jokes. Oh, they don't ever get Spyro jokes, because most people nowadays don't even know who Spyro is. And a joke only really works if people know what it is. The adventure continues. Yeah, Sparks loves going into the Sunrise Spring home level, even though we're not in that old world anymore. And more gems. We instantly encounter some more gems to collect. And a key to collect too. And there we go, there's those spiders. It's called Spider Town now. Yeah, it's because we're all scared. Because the people who made this game were clearly scared of spiders. Who isn't scared of spiders? Pretty sure everyone in Australia is scared of spiders. Those venomous little assassin bug things. They're just sneaking up and want to get you the moment you're least expecting it. It grabs on you and it makes you scream like, yeah! And you think there's a spider on you. Yeah, spiders aren't the scariest things ever. There's tons of creatures that are far worse than spiders. And these spiders stand no chance against Sparks. He's just gonna machine gun ablazing and go and just murder all of them. Like they're nothing. Nothing scares Sparks. I think dragonflies are very intimidating compared to spiders, I would imagine. Dragonflies are pretty cool creatures overall. I guess we finally see in this game that that Sparks truly secretly was the main hero of the Spyro games all along. Makes sense, because he's the only character you've consistently seen throughout the course of this game. Even when we play as other characters, makes you think Sparks is really the main hero all along, and he was just assigned to watch over Spyro as part of his assignment. They should have called this game Sparks the Dragonfly, featuring Spyro the Dragon. Yeah, imagine that's what they called the game. I mean, it's in Spyro 2 in Japan is actually called Spyro to Sparks Tomodachi Tour or something like that. It's like Friend Tour, the friendship of third Tonkatsu Tour or something like that. No, Tomodachi is Japanese for friend, but it was Spyro 2 in Japan. It's called Spyro and Sparks. And that's seriously the game is called, implying Sparks is like a secondary main character. Like he's a Tails to his Sonic the Hedgehog, or his Rush to his Mega Man. Only Sparks is more useful than a lot of other sidekicks. It's more useful than Tails, where he gets himself killed every 2 seconds, or Rush in pretty much every Mega Man game after Mega Man 3, when Rush was just a useless sidekick that just flies around and stops at everything. I mean, he was pretty overpowered in Mega Man 3. They clearly forgot that when they made the later games. I mean, they just thought they made him way too powerful. I guess that's why Mega Man 3 is one of the highest rated games in the Mega Man series, and a lot of the games that came afterwards weren't so as much. I used to wonder why people think Mega Man 2 is the greatest game in the series, but in reality it was kind of just a bad game compared to a lot of the other ones. I think it's overrated. Not bad. Overrated. And again, I said the same thing about a lot of other games. I mean, surely it's a better game than Earthbound and a lot of other crappy games that former real-life friend of mine used to force on me. There we go, I think I got that gem there, the purple gem. The purple gems are 5 gems a piece. I'm just gonna keep my distance, blast at these spider things. I think that's a power-up there. Yeah, I think that is it's a power-up. It looks like some sort of, it's like a piece of firework or something like that. We probably stole it from the fireworks factory. I mean, there was a fireworks factory level in this game, so I guess that's kind of where we got that weapon from, the fireworks factory. It's the only time I think I've ever seen something like this. It's also one of the weapons we get in Crash Bash. Maybe Crash Bandicoot paid a visit to that fireworks factory too. And maybe the people at Eurocom didn't seem to like him doing that, so they made his weapons only playable in that one pogo stick challenge. And they made them not very effective or useful. Ooh, there's that one purple gem. I don't think you lose lives at all in these levels if you get killed, because Sparks doesn't really, doesn't really eat from the same place that Spyro eats from. That makes any sense. The life count didn't seem to decrease at all from that. Looks like a stick of dynamite, like these things come from dynamite. Are they implying they're explosive? These spiders like to spread explosives around? Maybe like those necromancer bugs, or whatever those bug things were in that Captain America serial I watched from 1943. When Captain America had to go against those bug things that this villain was putting on everyone. Yeah, Captain America. I think that was the first Captain America movie. Around the same time, Batman got his first movie where he had to fight against the Japanese. It wasn't even really the Japanese. This is a white American guy pretending to be Japanese. Like when these games try to pretend to be Japanese. I mean, Crash Bandicoot really tried to be a Japanese game. I wanted to think it was Japanese. Really, it's not. I'm sure Spyro wanted to do the same thing, only it got completely butchered. I was going with my gun here. Sparks would be awesome in a war. They put Sparks in the middle of a battle. If you wouldn't want to mess with Sparks, mess with this dragonfly, get killed. That's what the tagline should have been. Mess with the dragon, feel the burn, but if you mess with the dragonfly, you don't get burned. You downright get incinerated. You get vaporized. You get destroyed into nothing. If Sparks doesn't take crap from anyone, he's all no nonsense, no crap. I don't take crap. I just go in and blast everything and get the job done. Don't stop till the job is done. I think the head's the weak spot of this thing. It looks like a turtle, but it's actually some kind of spider thing. And shooting in the head doesn't really do a lot of damage. And he's invincible a lot of the time when he spins around like that. It's almost like when I wanted to battle, one of the people you battle against in Battle Arena to Shinden, where you spend most of your time not being able to hit them. When you do get a hit on him, it's just such a very small, a very tiny little little nick, a little chip off the old block nick. We have to get a lot of shots in there for him to actually take significant damage from any of this. Just shooting him in the head a bunch of times, and his health's about the same as mine now. I think I got singed a few times. I don't think there's any health pickups in this section. Yeah, of course his boss is going to be more of a challenge than the other boss we came across. But what is a challenge? Nothing in this game is too challenging for me. I just went in there and fried him like he was nothing. Now we're the blue Sparks now. He looks like the mascot from that restaurant I went to a long time ago where they had these cookies they'd give to kids, and it came in some sort of plastic bag thing that had some kind of mascot that looks like blue Sparks in this game. I used to love those cookies. Everyone seemed to hate them for some reason. And the play in the restaurant used to pride themselves in it too. Like, oh, and they were specifically geared for kids. I forget what restaurant it was. I'm sure if it still exists anymore. I haven't heard from it in years. So many people ate it so much and they thought they'd discontinue it, that it would never be seen or heard from again. Oh, where have we heard that one before? Never seen or heard from again. I think this boss is pretty much dead now. Rescue the egg, Tootie. Yeah, makes me think of that girl that has a crush on Timmy Turner. I'm pretty sure we came across another egg in this game that was named Tootie already. I think that sounds very familiar. I mean, that girl has a crush on Timmy Turner is named Tootie, and she was Vicky's younger sister. I remember that babysitter Chris Chan had was very abusive. She made Vicky from Fairly Odd Parents look like a saint. I'm pretty sure Tootie was also the name of Banjo's younger sister from those Banjo-Kazooie games. Or maybe I'm mistaken. I haven't played Banjo-Kazooie in a long time. Is that this game secretly trying to make a stab at Banjo-Kazooie? I guess we'll never know. I don't think anyone ever really cares. We just got a new power-up that just makes Sparks pretty much direct himself to where the gems are, and everything that would have been useful if we got that 25 videos ago. Ray Phoenix, signing out.